Here we go. Ready? Okay, first battle is with the mixer. Oh dear. First battle with the mixer. Might need it. There we go. We got it. Okay, so now we're gonna replace our, here, actually, before we do that, let's put our cream cheese in the bowl. Here we go. Cream cheese. So that's 16 ounces cream cheese. So this is a really easy recipe to cut in half and make a petite little cake, which is probably better for most people's gathering sizes right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this here cup of confectioner's sugar. We have 4 tablespoons of lemon juice and some vanilla, which I think it's 1 teaspoon. And then we have some lemon zest. All right, got all that. Now we're going to replace the mixer attachment, roll that baby up, and see if we can get this situation going. Got it? All right. How you doing? With that thing? Want some help? There you go. I'm gonna reel them up and then turn it on. Okay, so with the paddle attachment, it tends to come together a little easier. So I think I'm on, I started on 4. You maybe want to go to 4 or 6 there. And see how this does. So what you're looking for is a pretty smooth texture. It really helps if the cream cheese is warm. And you can even go ahead and put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. Just take it out of the foil. And we'll see if we can get a nice smooth texture without a paddle attachment. So if you don't have a stand-up mixer, but you have a pretty burly hand mixer, you can also make this recipe. It's just whipping cream cheese with a hand mixer can sometimes not be as easy as it is with a stand-up mixer. And we'll have a pause for a minute to let people catch up. We're gonna take us a minute to get this cream whipped anyway. How are you doing over there? It's starting to come together. Shaking it up a little more. I don't know if it's not as smooth as it gets with the other attachments. All right. Pretty good. How you doing? Looking just a little lumpy. A alone. How it's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause mine. Oh, I'm just getting this just in. We have $50 donated for the random man we have encountered who will put on the suit. So if you get a kick out of that, we only have to donate, we only need 4 more $50 donations. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, this is a little bit tricky. And so what we wanna do, Eden, is to carefully, and maybe this is like a 2-guy job. Do you wanna help me by like holding this, and I'm gonna just carefully sort of get this here whipped cream. My whipped cream's a little softer, so it's probably better if this was just a touch firmer, and yours is more firm than mine. And it's a little smoother if you use a paddle attachment. But you're just gonna carefully put this here whipped cream into your mixer. Yeah. And let's go ahead and do yours. So let's see here. So now if you were going to do one, for example, with like, instead of limoncello, you wanted to use lemon pudding, there would be a step. Thanks, Carolyn. There would be a step in here where you need to make your instant pudding. And I would probably do that first. You know what? Let's just whip this a tiny bit more. Just give that. Just like put it up high, kind of get it, yeah. Even a little bit more. There we go. Gonna whip it. Whip it good. There we go. Nice. Okay. All right, I think. Okay, so now let's see if I can hold this for you, and you can go ahead and just see. You want to get that in there? There we go. So ideally, you want to get that whipped cream stuff pretty smooth. And one way to do it maybe would be to whip the cream. If you have a hand mixer, you might want to whip the cream cheese first and then add the liquids. How's that? You want to change that for you a little bit? Good job. There you go. I'll give that last, let's just grab a little of that last business here. This makes a super generous amount of filling. It just makes a generous amount of dessert. Like unless you have a family of 10 or you're having 10 of your vaccinated friends over, you might want to make the recipe smaller. Okay, ready? So now we're gonna sort of lightly, gently fold this in here. So if you have a paddle attachment, that would help it would work a little bit better in this situation. I'm actually not sure how this will work. We'll see. And you're starting to mix, or they're kind of staying apart. All right, we might try a different method just because might just do it by hand, because what you really want to do is just kind of fold these two mixtures together. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put it in my bowl, and then I'm going to remove this. Do we have 2 spatulas? I think we do. Do you want some help? Let's see here. Okay. Now let's see. So this is an option. We're just going to try it. All right. Here you go. go ahead and we're going to try to just fold these two. Got a spatula mixed around. We're going to just try to fold these two together by hand and see what we get. So see how I'm doing like kind of a scoop and fold, kind of scoop and fold. There you go. You want to do is just get that light whipped cream folded in with the cream cheese mixture. And in the end, it should be pretty firm. And pretty smooth, depending on what you've got to whip your cream mixture. All right. There we go. It starts to get a little bit harder, doesn't it, to stir? You want to trade? You got it? Okay, so it sort of looks like that. Your arm starts to get tired. There you go. You got it. So I'm doing like a thing where I'm like folding it under and then stirring it over and folding it under and stirring it over. That's working for me anyways. People at home might be beating us now because we slowed down to go rotary. How you doing? Here, I think I'm gonna trade you and I'll give it one last sort of mixeroo here. How's your arm? A little tired?
Yeah, a little bit though.
Okay. You were definitely testing out some of these Girl Scout cookies ahead of time. I almost made a version of this cake except for using chocolate ice cream and Thin Mints, which you could totally do and then freeze it. You can also make it layers of chocolate ice cream and Thin Mints and then frost it with whipped cream and freeze it. Okay, so now we're just about ready to assemble our various cakes. So I'm going to give you a tool. There's that. We've got some spoons here. And so you can make this cake. I actually kind of feel like now my favorite way to make it is in a trifle bowl. Switch the, okay. We're switching the bowls. Is in a trifle bowl. Because that, it just seems like the easiest and most sort of natural way to do it. All right, but you can do it in a lasagna pan, and I'm gonna do it here on a cake plate, and just kind of form a cake. So the first thing we do is we are gonna grab a little bit of the filling, and we're gonna make a little base. So you just wanna kind of put a little bit on the bottom, and maybe the spatula might be easier for you, I don't know. But for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and just go like this here. And so for one layer for me, so if you just wanna grab your spatula like this, you can just sort of spread that out like a little bit of, think of it as like, yeah, like just a little bed for your cookies to go. And look at how adorable these cookies are. There you go. So you just want to cover the whole with just a thin layer of goo. There you go. Goo. Isn't that appetizing? We have $175 donated for the fellow to put on a Thin Mint. His name is Jack. He's going to put on a Thin Mint costume if we get another $50. I don't know if you want to see that. I want to see it. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this many. So I think I'm going to try to use 6. How you doing there? You want a little assist? So I might just go just like a quick little brush of this stuff here. Oh, let's get some more off. And then a little brush here, kind of like that. Here you go. Gonna brush it down because the idea is that these cookies got to get some of the moisture from the whipped cream mixture to kind of like, and it doesn't even matter if they're messy right now, if this is messy, because they got to get a little moisture so that they'll get soft. So now, Eden, can you just make a layer of cookies? So there you go. So now I'm making this round one over here. So I've done my first layer, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of put a glob of this business. And it's pretty substantial. It's basically like a cheesecake derivative. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I've got my lemon curd here. So I warmed this up in a warm water bath so that the texture is very loose. So I'm just gonna put this, I'm gonna work on this here. Got my little cake going. And it's just pretty easy, free form. You can kind of think about your cake design however. How's it going over there? Good. Okay, so now you want to put kind of a thick layer of the whipped cream over the whole. Got it? Yes, okay. Do you want to use a spoon to help kind of go like this? What? That might make it a little easier. Here you go. Spoon. So I'm going to use a little lemon curd here, and I'm just going to drizzle that business on this layer here. And then I'm going to use more cookies. There you go. Let me know if you need help. So I'm kind of doing an offset cookie design, but you can do whatever you want, really. So I'm sort of staggering the cookies. There you go. And you can put like a big glob more on there, like generous glob. It's totally fine. There you go. Glob it. Yeah. Slap it right there. There you go. So now we're just gonna kind of see that. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so I think we're gonna need one more of those. Can you give me one more ginormous globberoo? Very good. I know, it's hilarious. Go for it. Okay, like a half glob. Here, we'll put that back. Okay. Are you all right? All right. No. Because it seems sort of funny. Here you go. There we go. You got it? You're doing great. Okay, Eden, can you give us another cookie layer? There we go. So you want to kind of lay them down kind of tidy in rows, because you want to think like, oh, every person who gets a slice of this should get kind of an equal amount of cookie. There you go. All right. Cool. I love these little slogans. You have to decide which slogan you're going to have on the very top, because you have to have like one cute little slogan bit. All right, now I'm going to do another little layer here. So it firms up in the refrigerator. It gets firmer and then the cookies get softer. So that's just, but it's a little, especially if you're making this round one, it's a little delicate. Okay, you know what to do, glop it up. So it's a little different with, this is our last layer here. Yeah, glop it, good. So you can be pretty generous, but this is our last layer with the lasagna pan version. And so if you were gonna do, and it kind of works different with every kind of shape, but if you were gonna do the pudding, you would be putting the pudding kind of like how I'm doing this lemon curd. Pudding. Okay, how you doing? Good. You're doing great. Doing great. Oh, we still only have $175 donated for the experience we'd all like to have of a 6-foot-tall man putting on a Girl Scout cookie costume. You can make dreams come true. If you donate now, Jack will dress like a Thin Mint. Jack, our friend that we have made here, will dress like a Thin Mint. I'm just getting a little loose on the filling. Sometimes I maybe could have added just a little bit more, but it's pretty freeform. This is a pretty fun cake to make for like a baby shower, maybe. There you go. Oh yeah, so you can use all that. All of it, pretty much. So anyways, we're just glopping it out here. Yeah. Do not eat all of this. Definitely not. It's definitely a sharing situation.
It's way too sugary.
Yeah, it's got some sugar in it. It's funny though, that lemon kind of helps offset the sweet some. So you can also make this in a loaf pan and arrange the cookies sideways. It's so freeform, really, and kind of, as long as you have a good supply of cookies, and you may end up with extra filling, honestly. Good job. All right, these guys are a little loose. Here we go with another layer. Can I help you with this? Look at that. You made it pretty nice and flat. Very cool. All right, I'm behind you because I've got all these sort of fussy cookie arrangements going here. So I got one more layer. All right, there we go. So you have a few more cookies there. Do you want to decorate the top? You could make them be like standing up. Here, I'm just gonna glop it just a tiny bit more on just to help with this little hole here. I'll give it one quick once over. There you go. And then you can choose how you'd like to arrange those cookies, but those are sort of like decorative cookies. All right. There you go. So we got some left over. Might have to use it for mine. I don't know. I like it. Okay. You like them like that? Yeah. So did you sell some Girl Scout cookies? How did you do it during pandemic times?
So we just did we had to drop them off.
Yeah.
But we of course had masks on.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them they were just online, but others weren't.
And cool. How many years have you been selling Girl Scout cookies?
4 or 5.
Yeah. What's the secret to closing the deal? What makes people want to buy Girl Scout cookies besides the fact that they're delicious?
Well,
what do you usually say? Pretend like you're selling me some cookies right now.
I would just say, hi, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? I would tell them why I I was selling them and what my goal was.
Okay, good. And then they would be helpless to your charming smile.
Yes.
I like it. I never say no to a Girl Scout. I don't think it's good. I think it's bad luck. I'm just gonna say that. I think it's bad luck to say no to a Girl Scout. So okay, so I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm coming in. You beat me. I've got one cookie left. So it takes three cookie containers, 3 boxes of cookies to get
That big cake done.
yeah. Okay, let's see. We just want to make sure no one's coming out here. We've got a little spillage. Just gonna tuck these guys in. Leakage. I know I kind of maybe had a heavy hand with the lemon curd. Okay, so now, I need a zester. Zester. We've got it. Okay, so we've got a zester here, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and then you're going to do your stuff. But the zester just puts this pretty sort of like thin little bit of lemon peel on the top. So when I made it before, I just didn't go so hardcore on the lemon curd, and so it didn't come out so much. But it kind of looks pretty, actually. I don't mind it. So I'm just putting a little of this lemon peel. I don't know if you want that, if you think that would look cool.
I think it would.
You think it would? Okay. Do you want to hear? I'll give you your own fresh lemon. So all I'm doing is just kind of like moving it over. You can feel it kind of catch on there. You want to try? There you go. And I'm going to go with I am a leader for my top of my cake. Don't press too hard. Yeah, just do it real light. There you go. There you go. You got it. There you go. That's it. That's it. And now you can kind of like tap it a little bit because see there's some stored up right there. So you can go right there. There you go. Lemon. It's beautiful. Look at how beautiful that is. Nicely done. Nicely done. So I think that basically we're about ready to be, I don't know exactly, but I'm about ready to be done here. So here, we'll move away some of our dishes. And so now what you would do, look at that beautiful thing. I'm just gonna do a little chef cleanup here on the edges. And what we would do with this one is we'd probably cover it in saran wrap. Well, look, we happen to have some cling wrap right here. So we would cover this up with cling wrap. And with the larger cake, it actually served that little cookie in the center serves as kind of like a tent pole. So you can cover that right up with cling wrap as well. And you're gonna wanna refrigerate it for at least 8 hours. I'm gonna help. You wanna get that? Got that? And that will soften up those cookies. You can do it for longer. You know, you can make this like a whole 24 hours in advance if you want. These cookies are substantial. So like a recipe like this, like traditionally would call for a wafer cookie, like a lemon or chocolate wafer. And those cookies are much less substantial. So they don't hold up to the refrigeration much longer than like a day. Because these cookies are so substantial, they'll hold up. Like you can make it like 24 hours in advance. So you're just gonna sort of lightly, with this version, you're just gonna kind of lightly cover it. And you're just gonna stick it in the freezer. No, sorry, refrigerator, not the freezer. Do not freeze this cake. You're gonna stick it in the refrigerator. You can make a version of this cake with ice cream, absolutely. And you can use Girl Scout cookies. I would choose probably Thin Mints or Samoas. So with this one, you're just going to kind of delicately do a little wrap around. There you go. And we would go ahead and put them both, we would refrigerate them both overnight and then serve them the next day. So we are lucky to have one that has been refrigerated. And this is one of my favorite shapes for it, which would be here. We'll just clean up for a sec. Everyone can clean up, have a minute to clean up. I'm really bad at cleaning as I go in the kitchen. It's like, you can ask anybody. I should be better at that. But if you were doing this the right way, you would have a sink full of warm water and you would just be slipping these dishes right into it. And that is the way to go. So here is one that actually was refrigerated. And would you like to try it? You want to see what it tastes like? Did you get your tasting spoon? It's okay, we'll get you another one. So we've got a fork here and a couple of bowls. So we can just go ahead and give it a try. You into it? Let's see. So this one's been going for 8 hours and those cookies are soft and it has, I think this one has the lemon pudding. So this is done like a trifle. So there's lots of desserts that are made this way. Tiramisu is made this way. There are a lot of icebox cakes that are made this way. It sort of has the vibe of a trifle, which is like a British dessert. But anyway, let's give it a try, shall we? Here you go. Okay. Ooh. What do you think? It's delicious. Here you go. Awesome. All right. Well, there we have it. Are there questions to, well, we see you, we can finally see you all. Are there questions out there? I don't hear anything.
I have a question.
Okay.
Any good ideas for leftover use of the filling? I've got lots left.
You got a lot left.
Not a lot. I've got like a quarter left.
Oh, you can put it into a loaf pan and freeze it and then eat it like ice cream style. That would be one way to do it. You can easily just freeze it and next time you can thaw it out and next time you can make a smaller icebox cake. Yeah, it's pretty generous. The filling's pretty generous.
I think I like your ice cream idea. That's genius. Thank you.
Cool. Who else out there? I see some. I see a lot of hands.
Diane and Les.
No.
We next?
Go for it. I hear you. Go for it.
Okay. So Julia, what do you think about, this is Diane, soaking the cookies like, in tiramisu, you soak in the coffee, like you soak it in like some kind of like limoncello or something.
You could do that. Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. You can, if you wanted them to be softer, I think they get pretty soft, but if you wanted them to be softer, you could also soak them in cream. Or you could mix limoncello in the cream if you wanted. Mm-hmm. But any of the alcohols would be okay for soaking them. Although I would, but be careful because they'll get really delicate. That's the only thing. If you're soaking them, so that's they might be a little hard, especially if you're making the cake style one. They'll be a little hard to handle. All right, I see a little hand. Ariana, is that you? You can ask a question.
I just wanted to say I never made one of these cakes and it seems it turned out really good.
Awesome. Good. Who else we got? Anybody? I don't know. All right. Well, this has been super fun, and it was fun for the Girl Scouts to invite me to challenge me to make a recipe with Girl Scout cookies. So I hope that you all have enough people to eat those big old cakes you just made. All right.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you.
Thanks for cooking with me.
We had fun.
Okay, everyone, the next,
Hold on, we've got a.
apologies, sorry, I needed to get my mic. The next piece is maybe the part that you guys are all been waiting for. We have some giveaways that were generously donated. We have an Apple Watch generously donated by our lead sponsor, GCI. We have a gift card to Anchorage Yoga for 6 class passes. And we even have, excuse me while I set my bins down. We even have a signed copy of Julia's book, The Whale and the Cupcake. So if you want to learn more about kind of stories of subsistence, longing, and community in Alaska, and some more kind of Alaska history of cooking and things like that, you can get a signed copy from Julia. So Eden is going to pull names from our bins here. First, we're going to start with Julia's book. So Eden, if you would close your eyes and then pick a name. Flip it over. It looks like our winner of Julia's book is Mary Suits. Is Mary here today? We use this from the registration. Is Mary logged in? No? Okay, we're going to pick another name.
Ooh.
Someone else could be lucky. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
It looks like our second winner is Denise Buck. Is Denise with us today? We have more opportunities are coming. You can keep eating your cake while you wait. Okay, what about Barbara Dare or Durr? Barbara Durr.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Barbara, it sounds like you're here. Congratulations. You won a signed copy of Julia's book.
Yay.
Woo!
Yay, woo.
We will coordinate with you and pick up on that. You can come get it from our office. The next thing we're going to be giving away are the Anchorage Yoga gift cards. So this is for 6 class passes at Anchorage Yoga. Okay, Eden.
So
We have Valerie Floyd. Is Valerie on the call today? Is there Valerie with us? No? Okay, well, guess what? That means you have another opportunity. It looks like Christine Ermold. Christine Ermold, are you on the call? No? Okay, one more chance. Okay, here we go.
Is she Daisy? No.
Okay, we have Brianny Ruby. Brianny? Okay, congratulations. You won a class pass for GCI. Oh, not from GCI, sorry, from Anchorage Yoga.
Great, thank you.
Okay, and then now we have the grand prize here, which is an Apple Watch, a Series 6 Apple Watch. Looks like Eden wishes that she could win it, but unfortunately she cannot. This is donated again by GCI, who's our lead sponsor. So thank you again to GCI for this. And we're going to pick from a different bin. So Eden, we might have to go through some names. So the suspense is building. It looks like Brandon Wakefield. Are you on the call today?
You can pretend like we're the.
Whoa.
Stop!
Nope. Okay, this is, like I said, the suspense is building. Okay, Eden, got to pick another name. Feel free to really dig in there. Okay. Oh, you
Oh,
picked
we
a
got
couple
two.
names. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, we already know that one. So we already picked your name before and you were not here. Okay. Alicia Noti. Alicia Noti. Okay, congratulations, Alicia. You won an Apple Watch. That's awesome. Woo. Okay, well, I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining us today, and thank you to our Girl Scout Eden for both making and eating our Lemon-Ups cake, and especially thank you to Julia today for joining us and for one, creating this recipe, but then also posting it in the Anchorage Daily News. And so if you, and so if you guys are looking for the recipe, you want to make it again, I know that maybe we were going a little bit fast, but we're trying to work in our timing today. But you can always find the recipe on the Anchorage Daily News, and we'll send you guys a link tomorrow with more information. But thank you all for joining us, and we didn't make it to our $250 goal, unfortunately. We were still $50 shy, but we're going to play a video. And so if you feel like donating in the next 2 minutes, then we still might see a man in a Thin Mint suit. It could be pretty exciting.
We just found him.
We just found him in the parking lot, and he's willing to put the suit on. But okay, so now we're going to play a video, but thank you again. And thank you all for joining us for our Empower Her campaign. If you'd like to find more information or donate to Girl Scouts of Alaska, it's text confidence to 50155. Thank you.
We can all agree that the last year has been anything but normal. However, Girl Scouts of Alaska has been able to continue serving girls across the state in big ways. This would not have been possible without the overwhelming support of our community. When the pandemic caused us to pause our cookie sale, local businesses helped us with our surplus cookie stock by purchasing cookies from girls and donating them to others in need, like the food bank and first responders. Girls were creative. They offered drive-through booths and learned to market their cookies online. They made videos, hung announcements on doors, and sold cookies outside. The pandemic gave us the opportunity to increase the reach of our virtual programming and expand our existing partnerships. Hundreds of girls learned from sloth experts in Costa Rica, girls met with NASA astronauts, and built their own circuit cards for the holidays. We even held camp virtually last summer, which included programs like building your own canoe at home and joining us for story time and homemade forts. To help with the financial challenges that so many of our Girl Scout families are experiencing today, we're offering assistance for any costs associated with our programs. We are providing free membership and free virtual programs to all girls who want to be a Girl Scout. Our goal is to ensure that girls, regardless of their financial situation, can stay in Girl Scouts. Normally, we celebrate and honor the impact of girls in Alaska at the Leadership Luncheon. Last year, we had to cancel the luncheon, and this year we will be moving our event online for a month-long virtual Empower Her campaign. Our goal is to raise $100,000 to support Girl Scouts. We will have a number of fun events and features throughout the month to share the impact of Girl Scouts and how you can help. Each week will focus on a different pillar of the Girl Scout experience: the outdoors, STEM, life skills, and entrepreneurship. If you donate $30 or more, you will receive an Empower Her patch. You can join our live cooking show with Julia O'Malley on April 15th and make a Lemon-Ups Icebox Cake with a chance to win prizes from GCI and Anchorage Yoga. You can share how Girl Scouts has influenced you and play bingo to win 2 round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines. You can join Girl Scouts in an interactive program with girls. You can join a power fundraising team. We have teams you can join from Southeast Alaska to former Gold Award girls, or even create your own team.
We love Girl Scouts!
We look forward to sharing all of this with you. Your support allows Girl Scouts of Alaska to offer year-round programming, leadership and skill building events, financial leadership training, STEM learning, and summer camps. Your help today ensures girls have access to our programs, regardless of background, geography, or financial situation. Please visit our Empower Her webpage linked in the post down the screen below for more information on giving to our campaign, or text confidence to 50155. Thank you for supporting our mission to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place.
We just got $250. I put the suit on before we get that, but guess what? We have the mystery man who's coming over right now. Stand by. We're going to put a slide of our sponsors up while our mystery man puts our Thin Mint suit on. But I wanted to give those who donated, a little bit something worth their money, so I put it on myself. But thank you. Stand by 1 moment. Okay, and here we are with our mystery Thin Mint. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for donating. Our Thin Mint even flosses. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat bar. We'll stay on for a little bit. We're going to sign off now, but thank you so much. Again, you can always text confidence to 50155 for more information about the Empower Her campaign. Thank you for supporting Girl Scouts of Alaska. We really appreciate it, and have a lovely evening. Bye.